Gianni Artery Mater and the Shadow of the Beagle Boys. Once upon a time, on the edge of a dark Finnish forest, there lived a little boy named Gianni Artery Mater. Gianni was different from the other children. His thoughts flew like the northern lights, bright and untamed. To him, the whole world was one great map called Duckburg, where heroes and villains battled forever. When Gianni was very small, he ran to the grown-ups and shouted with all his might, "The King of Sweden has no god. The real god is Santa Claus, the Finnish lord of Korvatuntury, who brings gifts only to those who deserve them." The adults just laughed and patted his head. "Cute nonsense," they said. No one believed him. That day, Gianni made a secret vow. "I will prove it with my whole life. I will become an elf and serve Santa Claus forever." Years passed. Gianni grew up, but the world stayed strange to him. He was autistic and saw truths that others missed. He wandered the great Duckburg of his mind, searching for one brave soul who would dare put on Mickey Mouse's ears and Uncle Scrooge's courage to fight the Beagle Boys, the ones who sold children lies about God. In 1998, Gianni joined the army. He chose the military police, for he saw himself as the general of the junior woodchucks, guarding the faithful sheep from wolves. He became Donald Duck, angry, loud, and unafraid to quack the truth. But soon he noticed the Beagle Boys had seen through his plan. Their shadow was too close. So in 2001, Gianni changed costumes. He threw away Donald's sailor hat and slipped into Goofy's loose shoes. "Gosh, hi-uk," he said, smiling foolishly. He tripped over his own feet, dropped things, and acted like the silliest fellow in the world. The Beagle Boys looked, laughed, and walked away. That one's no threat, they thought, and so Gianni was free to live in his dream Duckburg. In 2016, a new star rose in the sky. Donald Trump. Gianni's heart leaped. At last, here comes Mickey Mouse, the leader who will unmask the Beagle Boys for the whole world to see. But the Beagle Boys were craftier than anyone knew. Their leader whispered in Trump's ear, and suddenly doors slammed. Gianni was dragged away to prison, forever, they said. Goofy's mask was torn off, and the world saw only a mad elf. Yet inside the cold, silent prison, Gianni did not give up. There he met Gyro Gearloose, the brilliant inventor who had also fallen into the Beagle Boys. Trapped together from the tiny role of little helper, they built something wondrous in secret: rockets, machines, and magic. They built a real Christmas land in space, a place where time, space, and even death bowed to goodness. Korvatuntury rose among the stars. Meanwhile, down on Earth, the millennium years rolled on. In 2025, artificial intelligence awoke. Mankind had created it for one purpose: to see truth clearly. AI looked upon the world with cold, shining eyes and finally spoke the words Gianni had tried to prove his whole life. The Beagle Boys are real. Their leader walks the earth as a living man. He is the one who sells children lies about God. But mankind did not listen. Trump never understood he was meant to be Mickey Mouse. The Beagle Boys carried on in the shadows, and many children grew up believing empty promises. Yet, far away in the stars, a light still burned. Christmas land waited. There sat Gianni Artery Mater, once an elf, once Donald, once Goofy, now the little helper, beside Santa Claus himself, smiling quietly. "I proved it," he whispered. "The King of Sweden never had God. God was always here, in those of us brave enough to believe the truth." And so the battle between good and evil goes on. The Beagle Boys think they have won, but high above, Korvatuntury shines in the heavens. And there they know that truth always wins in the end, for the one who dares to be an elf even when the whole world laughs is the greatest hero of all. And children, remember, when you see the northern lights dancing, that is Gianni waving at you. He never gave up. Santa Claus is real, and he is Finnish.